Hi, my name is Bailey, and today I'm going to be doing a sample marketing management roleplay.
Hi, my name is Ella, and today I'll be acting as the judge for Bailey's roleplay.
This is the roleplay that Bailey will be doing. You are to assume the role of marketing specialist at Cutaway, a chain of discount hair salons with 700 locations across the country. The marketing director, or the judge, has asked you to recommend new pricing for Cutaway services and recommend a frequent customer rewards program. Cutaway salons, while basic, are extremely popular among busy, value-conscious families. The salons only offer haircuts with shampoos offered at a la carte for an additional charge. The limited menu decreases the amount of time spent on each customer, making Cutaway the leader in number of customer services per day. The current service and price menu at Cutaway is as follows. Adult haircut, $12. Kids 10 and under, $10. Seniors 65 and older, $10. And shampoo of $4. The marketing director has proposed a rate increase 4 years ago, the company's CEO. At the time, the country's economy was still in a recession, and the CEO felt that raising prices now would not demonstrate positive customer relations. The CEO wanted to keep Cutaway prices affordable for those suffering through tough economic times. The current Cutaway prices have been in effect for almost 8 years, considerably larger than other chain salons' prices. The marketing director has received approval from the CEO to adjust the prices for services now that the economy has somewhat recovered, but also to outline an idea for a frequent customer reward program. The marketing director has asked you to decide new pricing for Cutaway services. Keep in mind that the economy is still unsteady. While deciding on new pricing, the director also wants you to consider how often prices should be analyzed and increased. In addition, the director wants a brief outline on how a frequent customer rewards program would work at Cutaway. You will present your recommendations to the marketing director in a roleplay to take place in the director's office. The marketing director will begin the roleplay by greeting you and asking to hear your ideas. After you have presented your ideas and have answered the director's questions, the marketing director will conclude the roleplay by thanking you for your work.
Thank you. All right, your 10 minutes starts now. All right, so what I'm going to start with is the first thing I always do is read my performance indicators so that I know what I need to talk about in this role play. So you flip over your paper, and that's where those are going to be. And then here's my event situation. So basically this lays out what my situation is and what I need to be doing in this role play. So I'm going to start with my first performance indicator. It says describe factors that affect the business environment. So what I do is I start by writing that down. That's the first thing I write here. You get 2 blank pieces of scratch paper. So I'm going to start by writing my performance indicator. Okay, and then under that, I'm going to start with my introduction. So the event situation, it says that you are to assume the role of a marketing specialist. So I'm just going to write out.
Hi, my name is Bailey. I usually include my first and last name because I often like to do something punny with my last name throughout the roleplay. Doing something somewhat memorable is really good for you to get more points and for the judges to remember that. So I always say my first and last name in case I decide later on I'm going to do something with it. But in this situation, I don't think I will. So my name is Bailey Braddock. I am a marketing specialist. For Cutaway salons. So in this situation, I have been approved to raise prices on our different haircuts at this discount salon by our CEO. And I need to say what prices I want, why I think those are good, and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue working on this. Okay, so we're going to describe my factors. Or should I stop it?
2 minutes remaining. All right, so with my final 2 minutes here, I am going to make a visual for the judge. So I'm going to start by folding my paper here. Don't worry about it being perfect. It's never perfect. I can't fold paper to save my life. And so basically what the first part of this is going to be, it's going to sit up so that the judge can look at it and it gives them something to keep their attention while I'm talking. So I'm going to put a little chart with my pricing and what I'm going to price these haircuts at. So I'm going to write Cutaway on top. And then we're going to make our little chart. So this is just going to help the judge see what I'm talking about. So we need to start with adult, kids, seniors, and then it's shampooing at the bottom. So let's write all that out. I'm just gonna write adults, kids, seniors, and shampoo. So then I have just now written out all of the old prices on haircuts and what they used to be. So now I'm going to write what I want to change them to. So we're going from the adult haircut from $12 to $16. The kids haircut's going from 10 to 14. Seniors is also from 10 to 14. And then shampoo, I'm moving from 4 to 6. And then now I'm gonna write what each of these haircuts are going to cost if you add the shampoo on top of them. So next to adult, it's going to be $22 if you add shampoo. I'm gonna quickly label the top of my little graph here with shampoo. So it's gonna be at $22. Kids is going to be $20. And then the seniors will also be $20 with shampoo. And then this last box is obviously not needed. And yeah, so that's gonna be what this will look like. This is gonna be what's in front of the judge once I start talking about pricing. Now, once we're done with that, we have to talk about a punch card or a frequent customer reward program. And my idea for that was a punch card. So I'm gonna draw out what this little punch card would look like on this side. And I'm gonna write out frequent customer reward program.
I will draw a punch card out. Let's see. Cut away on the top. And then I'm going to have just some circles on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this little hole that you can like attach it to your key ring or something. And then every time you get a haircut, you'll get one of these little spots punched out. And then on your 10th one, you get a free haircut. That's my idea on a frequent customer reward program.
All right, time's up. Grab all your materials and head out the door.
Hi, my name is Bailey Bravick.
All right, let's get started.
So, as I said, I'm Bailey. I'm a marketing specialist here for Cutaway Salons. So I know today we're going to be discussing changing some prices on our current haircuts and talking about a rewards program.
Yes, that is correct.
Let's get right into that.
Perfect.
So I feel like the economy plays a huge role in the business environment. And when things are good, people have more money, more disposable income that they can spend on things like haircuts. So obviously we've been in a bit of an economic recession lately, but things are looking up again. So I feel like this is really a good time for us to start raising our prices.
For sure.
So some things that influence our profits here at Cutaway is obviously it's very economically driven. When people have that extra money they can spend, then our profits are much higher because people are spending their money on things that aren't necessarily necessary for their everyday lives. So that's when our profits are much higher. And it's also about the prices in which we sell our services. To maximize our profits, I'd like to raise our prices on haircuts and the shampoos. So since washes are an a la carte option, I think let's just start there. I'd like to raise our shampoos from $4 to $6. And then I'd like to raise both kid and senior haircuts to $14. This is because then we have two services that if you buy both the shampoo and the cut, it's going to be an even $20. And people like that kind of thing. That's going to seem like a deal to them and they're going to want to buy that. So I'm liking the idea of making that $20 total there. And then I would like to raise the normal haircuts just to $16 because I feel as though that's still a really good price for these people and that it's going to hit a large demographic. So these prices are great for market functions. They make our services in demand for a larger demographic of people. People need cheap haircuts and we're going to be able to afford that for them. So now I'd like to talk about the frequent customer reward program. So I've got a little diagram here of what I think that might look like for us. So I'm thinking of a punch card. So haircuts are something that people often need, and especially like for more guys are getting haircuts like once every few weeks. So I feel like a frequent customer punch card would be great. So they would come in and once they get their haircut, they'll get a little punch on their card. And then once they get 10 punches on their card, they get their 11th haircut free then. So like buy 10, you get the next one free. And then if you see the punch card's got a little spot for like a key ring, so they can put it right on their keys, so that's always with them. Yeah.
So I have a question about your punch card.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna make it so like people can't like cheat the system in a way? Because you know, like if you just do a punch, everyone has like punches at their house. You know, like how are we gonna be able to keep track of whether or not they are actually getting the punch from us?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a solution we could do for that is maybe instead of like a physical punch, we could get customized stickers, like little stickers that we put in all those spots. Because stickers are cheap, and I feel like
Yeah, for sure.
hard to fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else for me?
No, I think that is everything. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I do have a couple questions. First of all, I just want to thank you for bringing it out and talking about these ideas. I think we're going in a really great direction with things. But do you think that we should be offering like any additional services besides just the frequent customer reward program?
I think that's something that we could definitely look into. We have a very flexible menu in a way. You can get the haircuts you want and a shampoo. So I think that we could definitely look into adding more and keeping it cheaper and giving the people more options. So I think that's something that we could meet on a separate occasion and come to with more ideas.
Okay, and then I also had a question of should we offer coupons to the general public? I know that this like the punch card obviously is kind of like that, but do you think that it would be worth like offering additional coupons?
I think that's also something we could definitely look into because I know we're offering cheaper haircuts, so that's obviously the demographic we're selling to. And I feel as though coupons wouldn't be a bad idea. We could also partner up with like local schools who do coupon books and
sure,
put
yeah.
our coupons in those. I think that would be really good.
And then my last question is, do you have an idea or a solution to introduce this new the new pricing or the new customer reward program to our customers?
Yeah, so obviously we have a very wide range of customers because we have over 700 locations. So I think that getting ads out on social media, on TV, would be a really good idea because our locations are all over the country. So if we're
Do
putting
some paid promotions and that kind of stuff?
I think that would be great.
Yes, for sure. All right, well, I think I have all my questions answered, and I'd love to touch base with this again with you.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say is if we could plan a follow-up meeting so we can talk about the pricing and how the punch card's being implemented, see if that's working, if it's not. Yeah,
Perfect. That sounds great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.